set. Pete Weber on the right, Mika Koivuniemi. Weber has been in 2 Masters finals, has not been able to complete it. Finished second in 83, third in 85. He said this is the one title that has eluded him.
And Dick, I know you're watching. I think your son Pete wants to show you something here, pal.
Said when he started his career, he wanted at least as many titles as his dad. One today would tie him at 26. Now we have to mention also that some of you may know that Pete is under suspension by the PBA. He is suspended for conduct unbecoming and is effective through the end of the year, but this is not a PBA event. This is an ABC event, and that's why he is able to bowl in this, and also the U.S. Open. So now that we've cleared that up, let's get back to bowling.
Mika looking to pick up where he left off the last match. Only hit flush 5 times, yet he still shot 246.
Sounded like he didn't like it as soon as he let it go.
Well, you know, it's hard to tell with Mika. Sometimes he makes that same noise when he strikes. So this ball is going to be light. Doesn't catch quite enough of the head pin. And leaves a 7-pin. Threw a lot of action over that direction, but unfortunately none of them were able to take out the 7-pin. Single pin spare, straight and hard, ball that doesn't hook.
Well, this isn't the first time that Mika Koivuniemi and Pete Weber have met in this tournament. He lost to Weber in match play, 627 to 708 for Pete. But as you mentioned at the top of the show, Pete was talking about his release, said it's the best ever. He said his focus has been exceptional this week.
Well, Pete, you know, worked on his game a little bit prior to the tournament, had a great ball reaction, obviously, and it's easy when, you know, when your ball reaction is really good. It always feels good when that happens. Well, I know what he said there. He said hold, because that ball is going high. Leaves the fast 8, or for those of you at home, the 4-7. Move right.
Sorry, I wouldn't want to be that cameraman. Seems a little dangerous sitting there, doesn't it?
Especially if, you know, if a guy gets kind of ticked off and he whiffs one down at about 22, 23 miles an hour. All right, no problem. Converting the 4-7.
Pete Weber says he doesn't try to think about the 26 titles.
There's only one thing this guy's thinking of. This guy's thinking of striking and putting it on you.
All right, trying to become the second to win the Super Slam, all 5 majors. Mike Albee is the other. Oh, yes.
Well, you think he liked that one, Ron?
A little body English will help.
One of the best games in all of bowling ever. Watch the height of the backswing. Look at the hand position. The head never moves. That swing comes right underneath the shoulder, and probably one of the best releases in the game. Here, however, a little break. Ball comes in light, trips the 2 forward. This to take a 12-pin lead.
Well, he's put a lot of pressure on himself throughout this tournament. Yes, he is the #1 seed, but 3 times in the tournament he had to strike out of the 10th to keep going.
The shot prior to this, he went light. A lot of times in the sport, overcompensating. This ball goes high. Fortunate he only left the 3-6-10.
Little soccer ball cleans it up.
And Pete, being one of the best spare shooters in the game, wasn't going to have a problem with that.
So Mika starts out spare, and he's only down 2 pins.
Don't know what that was. Maybe a little moisture on his hand, maybe another second or 2 to get set.
It worked.
Yes, it did. You know, that's a sign of a guy who's becoming a professional. He took a little bit extra time, made sure he was ready.
Put it in a golf analogy, which a lot of the bowlers are excellent golfers, we might add, is you step away from that 3-foot putt when you're just not sure of it. You just take an extra second. As Pete Weber continues his focus.
Pete over there milling over his next shot. Mika right now looking to put a little heat early on Pete.
Hold.
All right, folks, that was hold, and it did. And that's a big double for an 8-pin lead.
Superstitious Pete Weber. Started bowling well here in Albuquerque. Went to the same place for lunch every week. You can see that bracelet. Those are magnets. Every other one's a magnet. Said he had problems with his wrists. The Japanese told him to try it. Did it. Hadn't had a problem since. Now he needs one to correct that.
Well, that shot was left out of his hand. He knew it as soon as he let go. Leaves himself another 3-6-10. And right now, Pete's just not real comfortable. He's not making the shots that he made all week. And he knew it immediately. Pete's having a little bit of trouble getting his motions intact.
First 4 frames, only 1 strike for Weber as we see his road to the finals. Steve Wilson, you've talked about that. The tiebreak, 7-13 apiece.
The only player in the tournament to go undefeated. That's how you get the #1 seed at the ABC Masters. Pete needs to get his emotions intact. He needs to take a deep breath, and above all, he needs to make a good shot here.
Twice he's left 3-6-10 in a row. Oh, a stubborn 10.
All right, well, something to build on at least. That ball hit the pocket. Unfortunately, the messenger came across to look for the 10, and it didn't find it. He's got to make more shots like that if he's going to get back into this.
Trails by 12. Koivuniemi working on 2 in a row.
Mika could really put a lot of heat on Pete right now. Working on a double. This to take a 22-pin lead. How about that one, folks?
He has regrouped since opening up with a couple of spares. He now has 3 in a row. Yeah, we've seen some young players today, and you can see the last one, the pins. Koivuniemi is 33 years old, but still, some of these first-timers on television have shown a great deal of fortitude today and the ability to regroup after a little bit of adversity hits him.
Well, he may be a first-timer to the U.S., but this guy's bowled all over the world. Definitely no amateur. This to take a 32-pin lead.
Mika Koivuniemi has really turned it on here in the finals. He leads by 32. Koivuniemi leads by 33 while we were away. Weber spared in the 6th, finally struck in the 7th, only his 2nd strike of this match. Koivuniemi in the 7th.
Hold.
And it does hold. We've got a second. We'd like to pass on our best wishes to the sister of Bob Learn, a PBA touring pro. Tammy Comet underwent heart surgery in Erie, Pennsylvania. Tammy, get well quickly.
Yeah, and all our wishes and thoughts and prayers go out to Bob Learn and his family. Right now, Pete Weber could use a little praying right now. Mika working on a 5-bagger. He's looking to put a serious whooping on Pete Weber. This for a 6-bagger and a 53-pin lead. Folks, that is called a solid 8, and you can't make a better shot than that. The only true tap in bowling, and that is just pure bad luck. Watch this action. The head pin goes to the 2-pin and gets to the 5-pin before the ball does, and the ball goes right by it. Keep your composure. Make the spare.
And he does. 256 could be his maximum. Weber can only do as well as 235. Pete working on a strike from the 7. A Hall of Famer, 1998, trails by 32 pins. Well over $2 million in his career.
knows what he needs to do.
It wasn't pretty, but they went down.
That's okay. He knows what he needs to do, folks. He needs to strike, and strike a lot.
He talked about to us last night about staying behind the ball this whole week.
Well, what Pete did was he untucked his pinky. Normally he tucks his pinky, and what happens when you do that is it causes you to rotate around the ball. This week we've talked about the amount of oil on the lane and how much the guys have tried to roll it. If you notice, Pete is not tucking his pinky. That helps him to stay behind it and roll it. That's what we expect out of Mr. Weber. He knows he's behind the 8 ball. He knows he has to do nothing but strike.
3 in a row. There is a glimmer of hope, but this man can put a damper on that quickly right now. Up by 22, a 2:37 pace was only 2 better than Weber. He cannot afford to make a mistake.
Big hit here. Wow. I think Mika translated means really good.
He shows absolutely, and you talk about Pete Weber being fearless. Now Mika with the opportunity to put this one in the books. A strike will win it. Pete Weber will be done.
Biggest shot of Mika's career right here.
Oh,
my. What a huge break. That ball was going right through the face.
We were looking at a split big time there for a while.
What a huge break. Watch this. This ball is going right through the schnoz. For a minute, you see the big 4 standing. Oh, and almost struck. Very great. What a great break, just leaving the 7-pin. Now, make the spare. Oh, no.
That ball started to hook. It looked like that may have a chance of slipping by. He needs 9 to win. Leads by 21 and put it away. Nothing Pete can do.
I'll tell you what, you don't want to give Mr. Weber a chance in the 10th frame. So 9 or 10, and we can go home with the check and the trophy. That's it. He's a winner.
We got it, brother.
Okay, brother.
And Pete just finishing things up. Mika Koivuniemi from Finland. His wife Lena back in Finland. His daughter Ida also back in Finland. He's got a very exciting phone call coming up in his life. He is our winner.